Hello folks, Jason Chrisman, JC's Bees, your Central Ohio beekeeper. Well, it's the first full day without rain. We've had rain every single day this week. Some of those days it came down in buckets. I'm glad we live here on this hill. Floating's not a problem for us, but man, if you're in a low-lying area, look out. So with the rain all week, the bees weren't able to get out, gather any resources. Matter of fact, with the rain all week, they've been stuck in the colony, probably eating at their resources. So the resources are dwindling. With that being said, just made a quick inspection on the Pagmr Foundation. Nothing yet. So here's what we're going to do. Instead of me mentioning every week something about the Pagmr Foundation, I'm just going to do an update video once I see they have done something. To this point, rain every week, all week long. It's just hard for them to get out and gather resources. And when you're eating your resources, you don't really have to build more comb because resources are dwindling, right? Not trying to complain about the rain. Boy, I guess sweat my eye. Not trying to complain about the rain. I know there's a lot of people that need it, but man, I've got stuff outside I really need to do. And when it's coming down in buckets, I'm surely not going to come outside. So yeah, been stuck in the house most of the week. Did go to town this week and catch a slight break in between the rain showers, and I stumbled on this sweet little patch of sweet clover, yellow sweet clover, matter of fact. Check this out. Folks, I couldn't believe my eyes. I had to pull over and get a little short video. Look at all of this damn sweet clover. Look how thick it is. Right in the city of Mount Vernon, right next to Royal King. My goodness, look at it all the way down through there. It's just amazing how thick it is. I'd love to have a plot like this at the house. Boy, what the bees could do with this. Yellow sweet clover, amazing. So yeah, that's in Mount Vernon, Ohio. If you're in Knox County, close to Mount Vernon, or maybe you go to Mount Vernon, that's up on the hill by Royal King. It's actually right next door to Big Lots. The funny thing is, about the sweet clover, about a block away, Mount Vernon has what they call their pollinator patch. And I don't know, I would guess it's probably 10, maybe 15 acres. And there isn't anything in there in bloom. Nothing. It looks horrible. I have never seen that pollinator field look like what in my head it should look like. It's I don't know. It looks horrible. I don't know who's in charge of the pollinator field, but they might want to go up next to Big Lots and see what a pollinator field looks like. Also, while I was going through the colonies this morning looking at the Pagmr Foundation to see if they'd done anything with it yet, I noticed a frame wasn't Pagmr Foundation. It was actually Right Cell. It was the yellow foundation, and that actually made this stand out a little bit more. I noticed some real dark nectar, so I'm going to guess that somebody here in my area, within 3 miles of me, has a nice plot of buckwheat planted. So maybe I'll get lucky and be able to harvest some of that. I also, this morning, yeah, I've been up early. I've been waiting all week for it to quit raining, folks. Early this morning, I went through some of my nukes that I put mated queens in, yesterday, and my goal was to manually release some of these queens, and I came across one that was definitely showing behavior that they were going to kill the queen if I let her out. So what I did was I made 2 little video clips. One's going to show you the behavior of aggression towards the queen, and the other one's going to show you what it looks like when they've accepted the queen and you can go ahead and release her. So check out these 2 little clips. So what we're looking at here is a mated queen that I added just a few days ago to a drone laying colony. And when I say a drone laying colony, it's a little bit different than a laying worker. Basically, it's a queen that didn't get mated very well and lays only drones. Now if you watch here, you're going to notice some of these bees are curling their butts up, which leads me to believe they're trying to sting the queen through the cage. I was going to manually release her, but seeing this action, I think I'm going to hold off a little bit. This particular bee right here is pretty hard set on stinging through the cage. Look at that abdomen curled all the way up. I mean, it's pretty obvious there's something there. And the attendants that were in there, they're dead. The queen, still alive and moving. Anyway, just observing this and thought I would share. Just something for you new beekeepers to look for as far as, are they accepting the queen? Is it okay to let her out? Or do I let them continue to chew at the candy? And when you see them curling their butts up to the screen, that's a pretty good sign you should just let the candy do its job and hope for the best. Now if you watch this mated queen and the bees on top of the cage, you're going to notice totally different action. Their butts are in the air, they're not down against the screen, their faces are against the screen, which makes me think they're trying to feed the queen. So in this case, I am going to go ahead and manually release her. Take my trusty butter knife. Remove the screen, or the cork, and now we wait. There she goes, just that quick. She ran out of there. Now what I will do is shake these bees off and remove this cage. And then as a little note for me, I'll put this on top of here, on top of the lid. That way next time I make an inspection, I'll remember, oh yeah, I just released her last week. And another little clip I made this morning. I was transferring a customer that's coming Monday to pick up their nuke, and I transferred it from the wooden box to the cardboard box, and I made a little video on that so you can see what my nukes look like when they leave here. This is what I want them to look like when they leave. Completely packed with bees. And this is what everybody that's new to beekeeping doesn't understand. It's my job to make sure that they look like this before they leave. So when you're pressuring me, where's my bees? This is what I'm doing. I'm making them healthy, I'm making them strong, and I'm getting them ready so that you can come pick them up. So there you go, folks. That's this week's video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, please take a minute to do so. And if you enjoyed that video, throw me a little thumbs up. And we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching JC's Bees.